My friends, so if today's date, August the 17th, is your birth date, this is a reading for you for this year. This is a four card pull, general energy card for the year, a challenge you might face this year, an action you can take to stay in balance, and an outcome or a synopsis card. So, what is the general energy card of the year, August the 17th, birth date, is Apocalypsos. And what is Apocalypsos except the sense that the world as you knew it has come to an end. The world as you believed it to be comes to an end. So, what does that mean on some levels? That you face an apocalypse, and that can be an outside reference to the sense of humanity, the sense of the world, the sense of the power struggles, but it also can be an internal one for you when a deep truth that you've hidden for a long time comes to the surface. And there is both the relief from the opening to some kind of old pain that finally gets some light and a possibility of healing, but that opening of the truth creates a breakdown on some levels, or maybe on a lot of levels that you need to deal with and heal from. It's the regeneration that comes from the breakdown that is the truth of the whole matter. Is that something needed to break down in order to be healed? Something needed to uh, be fought over and succumb to in order to be revitalized and refreshed and rebuilt in a new way. So although it's a very challenging time, it's a soul revealing time. It's a soul regeneration time. It's a coming to truth in the light of day, facing oneself, facing one's actions, looking at the world, facing itself and facing its actions, and making new choices, new understandings happen, new foundations being rebuilt, and self acceptance and forgiveness along the way. Hopefully, is the core of what Apocalypsos talks about. So, what is the challenge for you this year? Well, the Daughter of Discs is the challenge. The Knight of Discs and other tarot decks corresponds to the Daughter of Discs. So it's the Daughter of Discs. I think on some level is someone who is doing what they want to do, is deeply studying something and working something physically in their being. Maybe you're building a home, maybe you're building a company, maybe you're building an artwork that comes out of your hands, that comes out of your practice, that comes out of your resources, that touches something that's physical, that you feel and believe and think is the next necessary process and progress that you want to occur. So the challenge for you, I think, is to follow what you felt has been the path for you for a while. Follow what your body has become accustomed to do. The challenge is to remember and feel, I think, the sacredness of what you have been doing and say, is this really what I need to be doing right now? Is this really honestly what my spirit calls me to work on right now? And maybe this is a big shift in your physical reality. Maybe this is, the changing of a job. Maybe this is the changing of a relationship. Maybe this is the changing of your own body and its physical health. Maybe this is the changing of the things that have just kept you progressing and pushing and physically working toward for a long time. And they're saying, it's not right at this time. Something, I think, is going to apocalypse. So something might be revealed on a world stage or on a personal stage that says you can't continue on the path that you've been continuing because it's no longer good for your physical being. And maybe that is the world, maybe that is your own self. So you get to look at that and feel into that and say, what do I really need to be doing? And the action to take is the hummingbird. And what is the hummingbird? I mean, if the Daughter of Discs is the Knight of Discs, Then the hummingbird is the knight of the air. It's the knight of the mind. The hummingbird is the warrior spirit for the Aztecs. It's the profound warrior spirit of being able to defend one's territory, defend one's honor, defend one's integrity. It's also the hummingbird is that sense of, it's a fighter, but it's also an inspirator. If you cage a hummingbird and it can't sing and it can't fly, it's gonna die. So if you cage yourself, if you stop doing things that really give you pleasure or give you purpose, then you're gonna die. I don't literally mean die, but there's a part of you that says, "Oh, I should and I want to and I can be doing that, so I'm going to will myself forward." So this hummingbird is saying, you are called to will yourself forward as a warrior, to help something to regenerate now, because something has fallen apart and something no longer is hidden away, and something that has uprooted everything has been shown to you, and you have to not only face it with courageous warriorship and good boundary setting, but you also have to face it with laughter and courage and joy and singing, because the hummingbird is, the eater of honey. It's the carrier of sugar, and it's the energy that love brings into the circle, that the hummingbird can totally speak about. If you're a knight for love, if you're a knight with passion about healing the world, about healing society, about healing yourself, then you have the hummingbird mission to protect your tribe, protect your world, protect your whole being, protect yourself to the best that you can, with great love and great courage and great will. So, going from the daughter of just, it says, well, maybe you have to drop something or change something or let something be soft for a minute while you pursue something that is more akin to your spirit, more akin to your heart, more akin to your physical will to actually be able to enact and protect and defend and build anew and regenerate with the sugar of honey and the power of words, clear flight, hummingbird wings, and the ability for the physical body to manifest a powerful presence in the world's energy, your own world or your outer world, your inner world or your outer world. And this is the synopsis card that comes from all of that. Well, what is this but an angel with a torch in its hand, lighting the way, opening the way? This is, what is this? This is you. This is you with a valiant cause. This is you with a torch that brings the light out to serve others, as the hermit often does, or the wisdom seeker, or the magician often does, comes out with a light of clarity to lead others. This is the angel, or the winged ones, the messengers that bring a message from the limmering world, from the intermediate world, where that energy is available to come down and talk to us. So is this your internal angel? Is this an external angel? Is this just you on an impassioned cause, an impassioned knighthood, and an impassioned warriorship to bring some light of consciousness out into the world and to deliver yourself and others to the brightness of clarity, the truth, the eternal truth of being, the power within each of our souls to manifest our destiny and to be able to change the world in front of us by changing the internal world that we have inside of us. And blessed be on your journey. May everything you do internally for the highest and holiest good ripple out into the world and make this world a more pronounced, beautiful, and healthy, and balanced, and just place. Ahom Takwias, and blessed be.